If you are a man, you are being poisoned every day. Poisoned to become softer, weaker, and more feminine. Most guys already know there is an attack on masculinity, but they don't consider that their testosterone is the primary target. Here is the reality. The most effective way to stop masculinity is by stopping testosterone. It is the building block of masculinity, and it directly reflects a man's life force. The lower your testosterone levels are, the more pathetic and easy to control you become. It's time to fight back and increase your testosterone levels. We will go over 7 things that are destroying your testosterone levels. Number 1. Unfiltered tap water. Water is crucial. We are made out of water, and without it, we die. And that is exactly why it's an effective weapon. If you drink unfiltered tap water, you are simply drinking poison. It contains tons of estrogenic chemicals that decrease your testosterone, and one of them is called atrazine. What I am about to tell you will blow your mind, but there is scientific data to back everything up. Listen, if you got a frog and you put them in 200 nanograms per deciliter of atrazine, that male frog turns female. Scientists call this male feminization. In places like America, the legal safety limit for atrazine in drinking water is 3,000. Listen to that again. It takes 200 to turn a male frog into a female, and 3,000 is allowed in the drinking water. These chemical exposures may explain the extreme gender dysphoria going on in the modern day. Now, before I get into the solution for all this, I want you to know that speaking up against stuff like this is what got people canceled in the past. They got painted as a crazy conspiracy theorist, despite the scientific data being out there to back everything up. So hit like and support the channel now that it's still here. The way to avoid these garbage chemicals in your water is by getting a water filter installed in your house. It's not as complicated as people think, and the water filter will filter out the chemicals. Another solution is by buying spring water, but then you should still be aware of plastics. Plastics are also estrogenic, and they will also lower your testosterone. We have a private Telegram group where we discuss how to exactly avoid poisons and increase testosterone massively. The link to it is in the description down below. Number 2. High amounts of stress. Most people only speak about stress being bad for testosterone. They don't understand. Stress can both kill testosterone and bring testosterone to life. It all depends on what kind of stress it is. Generally, the internal stress like insecurities, relationships, or thoughts in your mind are not good for you. It is self-destructive and lowers testosterone. Get that stress out of your system. Meditate, train, journal. Do whatever you need to do to get rid of it. Now, there is a type of stress that is actually very good for producing more testosterone. It is the tangible stress, dealing with big problems, pushing through adversity, and facing competition head on. It is almost like tapping into that primal survival mode. The stress of these struggles is what forces your senses to sharpen and your testosterone to rise. This is the type of stress you need, so don't let anyone convince you that all stress is bad for you. Number 3. Stop touching receipts. Receipts are made with thermal paper. One of the ingredients of this paper is the chemical BPA. BPA has been linked to many increased risks, from cancerous diseases to lowering your testosterone. And this chemical can be absorbed through the skin on contact. Listen, I'm not telling you to become paranoid and stressed out over this stuff. As said before, internal stress will lower your testosterone levels. What I am telling you is that you should simply avoid touching receipts for no reason. Just say you don't need the receipt and keep it moving. Lastly, using hand sanitizer before handling receipts increases BPA absorption by as much as 185 times. The combination of chemicals is like pouring gasoline on fire. Be aware of it. Number 4. Prescription medications. There are sneaky poisons in normal things like your food, water, and other products around you. Do you really think medication won't negatively impact your testosterone levels? Always do research or talk to your doctor about any potential side effects of your medications. You must always take into account what the side effects are before you just blindly take some pill or other forms of medication. This is not medical advice, but most people just go to their doctor and let the doctor decide what they need. Personally, if I were to go to a doctor, I would ask him what all the options are. Then I would look at the options myself and make the decision myself, because I know I have my own best interest at heart. I know I am the one that would have to deal with potential side effects. You see, if I don't like any of the options presented to me, I'll get a second opinion somewhere else, or go a completely different route outside of the medical world. Number 5. Plastics. Plastics are messing with your hormones. This is a fact of modern life, and plastics are everywhere. So, you may not be able to avoid this problem, but there are things you can do to limit some of your exposure to it, like using as much glass as possible. I myself use a metal water bottle and avoid heated plastic. Once again, don't become paranoid or live in fear. Just focus on the things that are in your control. Number 6. Sedentary lifestyle. Forget about all the poisons that lower testosterone for a second. You can avoid all the poisons in the world, but if you have high body fat and don't move enough, you are voluntarily destroying your own testosterone levels. Even if you don't have high body fat, laziness and testosterone still don't coexist. Most people are couch potatoes in the modern world. They work from an office, sit for hours at school, or sit at home and barely move. Make sure you engage in consistent physical activity to boost testosterone production. Number 7. Staying inside. If you want to flush your testosterone levels down the toilet, all you have to do is stay inside as much as possible. Daylight is vital for hormone production. Think about our ancestors. They were outside all day, whether it was on the battlefield or on a farmland. We were not designed to sit inside and rot away. There is tremendous power in the sun, and humans have the ability to capture energy from it. It is coded in our DNA. I mentioned this before in a different video, and people started arguing about the sun not doing anything for testosterone. Listen, it has been scientifically proven that sunlight on your skin will increase your total testosterone. You even feel the difference instantly when you are in the sun yourself. And yet, some people will argue against it. It is as if they want to stay a worm forever. They want to stay weak at all costs. Stop making excuses and get your daylight. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.